Get this going here. All right, had to go walk a trail before it gets too hot this morning, so welcome. My name is Lefty Beetle, and I'm a live streaming bird watcher and musician. And since I've been in lockdown like everybody else, hello, yeah, and like I've been in lockdown like everybody else, so doing a bit of bird watching today, a bit of trail walking. I can't guarantee we're going to get much. This is the hot season here in Missouri. It is the nesting. The birds that are going to nest here are here, and probably sitting on nests right now, or hatching chicks or fledgling or whatever they're doing. So we might get lucky. You never know. But I'm just going to walk a trail, and you guys can join in however you like. Sit back and relax. I got a bird camera here in my Paul McCartney shirt, so I think that's a good sign. I'm gonna go up. I see some flickering around in here. All right, it's fairly early, so we're trying to beat the heat out here. And with any stream where we're out in the woods, we could things could happen. We could scuff, or we could have a great stream and it stays on and all that. So I hear a cardinal back here. Let's see if we can get a look at the cardinal. I'm sure we'll see several cardinals today. The cardinal is nice and close. Cardinal's in this tree somewhere. Let's try to call him out. Josh 8K, welcome. Taking a trail walk this morning. Glad you could join in. Kind of trying to find, oh, there's the cardinal. Okay, between these two trees in the foreground, he's up about this high. He's rattling around at kind of the back side of this tree here. See if I can get a picture of him. Well, he's back there. Anyway, let's walk. We're going to see and hear lots of cardinals today. They're nesting. Hi, Ramona A. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Got a nice little trail walk going. And guys, when you're walking a trail, a plant like this, you guys recognize that, right? Leaves of 3. You want to leave that plant alone. And there's some, of course, there's some ankle high stuff here too. So we'll stay on the trail, and we won't get off into that stuff. Hello, excuse me. Okay. All right. Out here enjoying the day before it gets hot. Man, that's a beautiful tree right there. That's the tall one, that's a big walnut tree. I bet this one's a walnut here right next to me. There's a big vulture. The vulture in the distance there. Alright, so we'll chalk that up as a sighting. I'm going to guess turkey vulture, since we're in the northern half of Missouri. You get down in the south, sometimes you get the black-headed vultures. Oh, hang on, here's a bird. There goes a robin. Just had a nice robin come in and say hello. I'm watching, at home I'm watching robins build a nest. Like literally right next door. They're over a part of my neighbor's driveway where they like to sit in the mornings and drink their coffee. And there's a robin nest like right above them. I'm sure they'll find out soon enough. I haven't told them. I'm just gonna let that play out. Someday I'll be out there drinking my coffee and I'm gonna hear, "Damn it! Some bird just shit on me." And I'm gonna go, hey, you know, you sit underneath the nest, eventually you're gonna get something. So let me know what you guys are up to today. Hop in and out as much as you like. I'll stay on until it gets hot or until I get tired, dehydrated, whatever. So I've been working on some music lately too, at home. Been trying to get a whole new batch of songs together, as well as working on originals, trying to get originals put together for a recording, an upcoming recording. Ooh, that's a little magnolia. Look at this little plant right here. That's a little magnolia tree growing right there, isn't it? Waxy leaves? That could be what that is. I should take that home and plant it. Yeah, here's the magnolia right here. Is this magnolia? These waxy leaves. They got little larvas on them. Is that what that is? Yeah, those look like little larvae. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what's going to hatch there, or what that is. Is that butterfly eggs? Is that caterpillars? Is that... Yeah, I might have to take a cutting off of one of these magnolias, but I may not do it today. But that would be pretty sweet. Here we got a little bird up here, guys. Let's see what we got. I think it's a chickadee, but let's hang with it. Let's hang with it here for a second. Yeah, I'm hearing a little chickadee sounds here, I think. He's right over here. Oh, there he is. Got a little chickadee up here, I think. It's something other than a chickadee. I'm interested in finding out what, but I think that's what we got. I think he went deeper into the tree, maybe. All right, anyway, heated blanket, getting full bird experience. Awesome. Heated blanket, man. That is not going to be happening here where I am. It's already 77 Fahrenheit and it's only 8:30 in the morning, or actually it's 9 in the morning. I left the house shortly before 8:30, or around 8:30. Okay, I hear some birds. Let's go investigate. Oh, I like this little trail right here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to describe what I think I heard. Hey, Baltimore Brian. Welcome, welcome. Lefty Beetle here. This is me. Got the bird cam. We're just taking a trail walk this morning. Seeing if we can get any birds. I think in the distance. Okay, the people who like tanagers are going to like this sound that I'm listening to. So I think I'm hearing a tanager in the distance. It kind of goes like that, and it's every once in a while I just hear one of those, and I'm thinking it's off in the distance. I don't even really know which direction, but we'll walk the trail and see if oh, hello, chickadee up above us for sure. Hang on, I'm gonna stay with this sound for a second. Last time I was out here, I got a photo of a tanager when I was out in this particular park, this trail. I got a tanager last time. We got something up in this tree here. Got a chickadee butt. Chickadee butts. Ooh, there's a nice butterfly. Let's look at it. Little orange butterfly in the middle of the screen here. That's not a monarch, that's a spot. Got spots on it. I just about had a chickadee there. They're hard to photograph in the wild. They're easy to photograph on your bird feeder. You get out here on the trails, and a chickadee becomes fast and elusive and tough to keep up with the camera lens. But we got a few chickadees now. Say we've seen at least 3. See what's back here. I'm gonna let a trail walker pass here. Excuse me. Hi there. Okay, we got a nice little clearing. Nice little, well, not clearing, but kind of a loose grove of young trees right here. Let's see who's in here. And those who know me know I say who. So when I say who's in here, I mean what bird is in here. I don't mean what people are in here. People are nobodies. Birds are somebodies. Yeah, we'll try to find that tanager. Now they love a spot like this where there's trees but then there's an opening. And they'll sit on the edge of the opening. As we know from my 12-minute tanager video, or however long that thing was. This tanager supercut, you guys remember that? Nobody remembers that. That's so long ago. That was anything longer than 5 minutes ago, we don't remember. That's the way we're taught. I hear a Carolina wren in the background. Teet daddle, teet daddle, teet daddle, teet. You know, that thing. It's a Carolina wren. Alright, so if suddenly you see me stop or hear me stop talking, that means I'm on something usually. Oh, there we go. Turkey vulture. Just took off from the trees right there and is soaring around. It'll make a few circles and rise higher into the sky up on a thermal. And there are lots of thermals right now in Missouri. It gets hot quick once the morning dew burns off. Oh, this is nice. What is this, clover or something else? No, that's not. I don't know what that is. Hello. So let's take a closer look here. I like these flowers. These are cool. Birds and bees gotta love stuff like that, right? I like this yellow one too. That's cool. Some cool plants there. I'm not good with plants, but you know, if you're gonna watch birds, eventually you want to get into identifying trees and plants and wild foliage, and then learn what birds eat it or hang around it or nest in it or avoid it. Okay. I heard a bird there, but it got farther away. What kind of trees did you have on your table at home? What kind of trees did I have on my table at home? I'm not sure what kind. If we're talking about the bird table, and what kind of tree is painted on the bird table, I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. But that'd be interesting. I'll have to ask the artist. One's in a video you posted. Oh, I got a bunch of gardening in I'm gardening in pots at home. I got cucumbers and basil plants and tomato plants and all that growing in pots on my deck. Shout out to the bird table. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. No, I'm doing some gardening, and I'll give you the garden tour at some point. I'll do a stream from home one of these mornings, and I'll walk you through my little deck garden. So it could be said that I'm doing some pot gardening, but not that kind of pot gardening. I'm growing cucumbers and tomatoes in pots. Mainly so I can eat them. All right, heading into some deeper forest here. So with any luck, maybe we'll get a wood thrush or I'd love to get a tanager. One of these days I'm going to get a scarlet tanager. All I've ever seen is the summer tanager, but the scarlet is around right now, and it's a little more shy. But I think I could recognize its song if I heard it. And out here in the woods, if you stop for 5 seconds, you're surrounded by a posse of mosquitoes. All right, got us some loud crickets going on over here or something. Okay, I heard a little soft little bird chirp right around me here. Just the softest little meep. Meep. So we'll keep our eyes open for what that could be. But we could get us a cuckoo bird today. We could get us get us woodpeckers. I don't know. Spring migration was great though, and I was so glad that I got to spend spring migration with a camera, taking bird hikes, and a lot of those hikes were with a proper bird group, with a real ornithologist involved, and I really enjoyed those bird hikes all throughout April and May. And they went rain or shine. I skipped a couple of them because it was pouring rain. What a wuss, right? I skipped a few because on the day they were going it was pouring rain. But otherwise they went rain or shine. Okay, let's listen. I thought I heard a indigo bunting in the background. So the indigo bunting, how to tell it by sound, is its call is a series of notes that come in twos. So it's like teet teet doot 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 teet teet. So everything is like, they're different. The notes change, but it's every they come in twos. So two the same. Yeah, that's an indigo bunting. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. Let's get closer to where we think it might be. Let's follow that sound. Yeah, I'm going to go with indigo bunting on that call. Let's see if we can get a photo of it. I've seen them the last several times I've been out on hikes. It's fairly far off the trail, and it is thick. It is thick down in here. But as far as getting any like cool warblers or anything like that, I don't think we're going to get any of that stuff. But it'd be great if we could go view that indigo bunting. Ooh, the trail curves right around here. Maybe we're going to get closer to it. They're not. Yeah, we're going to walk pretty close to where the sound's coming from. All right, let's keep our ears open. Let's listen for this. All right, so you hear that in twos. All right, I don't see that bunting. It's probably at least 40 yards off of the trail, 30, 40 yards off the trail here. Oh, that one sounded a little closer. With any luck, maybe he'll get closer. He's probably up high in the trees. Actually, I've seen him down low too. Could be about anywhere. Hey, here's a little piece of the trail that goes that way. Let's take it. I think we can get maybe even a tiny bit. There's some pokeweed. If you were starving, you could eat pokeweed. The leaves, you don't eat the berries. But if you were starving out in the wilderness and you could identify that plant, you could eat it. Okay. Come on, indigo. Oh no, there's a family coming, so they scared it off. So we're gonna go this way. Let's continue on our way. Indigo bunting. I think they just walked through where it was and it has moved on. All right, I want to check this little creek bed down here. I want to go into this pretty quiet. I'm going to duck down in this little trail spur right here. Check out this little creek bed. I gotta have the bird cam ready, just in case there's somebody in here. All right, let's see. Hi there. Okay. I hear some bird activity in here. I hear cardinals and okay. That little cheerio, twee cheerio up high. Kind. Possibly red-eye vireo. They kind of do things in 2s or 3s too. But it's kind of more like hello, cheerio, how are you, kind of thing. It's a very cordial sounding call, very welcoming call. Okay. I hear a high-pitched call back over here to the right. Oh man, I'd love for that to be like a could be titmouse. I'd love for it to be like a common yellowthroat or something. That would be amazing. I think that might be a titmouse. Let's see. Ooh, I see a cardinal I can photograph. Oh, he's still there. Let's see if we can get a... Okay, that little zzz, that little sort of... I think that's titmouse. But I could be mistaken. I hope it's something else and we can find it. Let's see. Take a picture of this cardinal. There he is. Okay, let's see. Got a nice cardinal there, guys. There we go. Bird photography, kind of blurry. Kind of blurry. That's all right. I want to know what's yakking up here in the canopy. If it doesn't make any different kinds of noises, I won't know. It could be a titmouse, but a titmouse will go through its... It's up in this tree here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm following a flash of color here, guys. Hang on. I mean, don't hang on. I mean, stay where you know, do what you got to do. Okay, that's the cardinal. But I saw something else, a little more orange color go over. So it could have been a Baltimore Oriole, or it could have been the sun just hitting a cardinal the right way to where my eyes thought it was orange. But darn. What do you guys want to do? Stay here and try to find that bird that's doing that high wheezing sound, or do you want to walk? Let's walk. We always got to walk, man. It's always about new territory, new birds, new things. Let's follow the sound of this vireo. If it's a red-eyed vireo, it's going to be way up high in these trees and going to be really tough to spot. They're not very big. I'll follow the sun, right? It's up there in the sun area somewhere. All right. If you're just joining in, I'm Lefty Beetle. I do live stream bird watching, and I'm also a musician. Currently displaced for being non-essential. Why do I keep looking to that side of my phone? I should look at this side of my phone. All right, there's gonna be a family blowing through here. All right. Sort of a clear earshot at that vireo, but I'm not sure we're gonna be able to see it. So it's up in this sort of clearing, probably up high in the canopy, to be honest. Yeah, he was up over the riverbed, or the creek bed. Okay, that sounds fairly close. Interesting. I thought I saw a little movement up there. Oh, there goes another movement. Hang on. We might be able to see one of these up here. But if he stops singing or he moves, it could be tough. Has he stopped singing? I read recently that there was a red-eyed vireo that was recorded singing 10,000 songs in one day. 10,000 songs in one day. That's even more than Young right there. 10,000 songs a day. That's even more than Young or any of the scuffed beetles probably put together, guys. Probably put together. All of us put together. Shout out to Young and Nini, and shout out to the Scuffed Van Life channel. And as we know, that channel evolved out of Scuffed Beetle's house, which I was a part of for several months. But Scuffed Van Life is still going strong, guys. They're traveling around. They were hanging out with the Datvickians yesterday. Imagine that, guys. Okay, I'm hearing a bird that nests in Missouri that we photographed before. Okay, this call kind of starts. Let's describe it. Let's hear it first. Okay, you guys hear that one? It sounds like when you're filling up a glass of water and the sound goes like that. It ascends, the note goes up as the glass gets more full of water. So when you hear that call, let's try to hear it again. Anyway, you guys probably know what that is by now, by me talking about it. That's called a northern parula, P-A-R-U-L-A. Beautiful little bird. It's got yellow and blue and white on it, and a little bit of black. Got little spectacles. I don't hear it right at the moment, but I heard it. I heard it singing a minute ago. Hopefully you got that on the chat. Okay. Kind of hearing that wheezy, that high-pitched wheezy sound again here. Let's see. Now that is a robin. That was a very loud robin. Pretty close by. Okay, these little meeps, these little fuzzy little meeps up above me here. Let's see what we can find out about them. Show yourselves. I'm out here bird watching with a chat following me around. I gotta have results. You know, you can't just scream, "Show yourself!" There it is. Darn it. I could have had a photo of that bird if I was quicker. Might be the northern parula that we were just talking about. There it is. Okay. Darn. Could be a gnatcatcher. Could be the blue-gray gnatcatcher, and in which case, good luck photographing that sucker. That's what those could be. That little wheezy psst, psst, kind of like that going on up there. This could be the gnatcatchers, and that's a blue-gray gnatcatcher. And they are migratory, but I think that these ones that we're seeing would have wintered down south, but they're nesting here in Missouri. That's what I'm guessing. Some of them go way up north. Here's a caw-caw. Caw! Caw! That's all I got of it. It's a grackle. Okay, here are those little gnatcatchers again, right above me. They are right close. These things are super close right here. If I can snag a shot of this bird, I will be... It'll be kind of remarkable. Being that I got one hand to do it. Goodness, no way. That's something else. Hold on. Ah! That... I could have just been trying to... Gotta get lucky on these little gnatcatchers. hearing a cardinal chip away too in the background too. Come on, baby, show yourself. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. It's all difficult, guys, unless they sit right in your lap. So I haven't seen a comment come across for quite a while. Hopefully chat's still enabled or something and I didn't disable it by trying to goof around. Someone say hello if you're still on. Otherwise I don't know if I'm on. It says it's on. Yeah, I see. Hi there. Hi.
Fine.
Alright, I want to know if I'm chasing after gnatcatchers or a parula here. That's what I want to know. And it's possible there's both. Darn you, little guy. Oh, darn it. I almost had him. I almost had one. I definitely hear gnatcatchers and I hear a northern parula. I want one of them to show themselves. Okay, the parula's not far away either. He's just in there 4 or 5 trees deep here. All right, Ramona's still hanging in there. Cookie Crumbs, Vicky. Hello, 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 welcome. I'm Lefty Beetle. I'm on a trail walk. I'm trying to track these little birds that are clicking away like little typewriters above my head here. And I think they're blue-gray gnatcatchers. And I won't know till I get a photo. And there's one. Gosh darn it, it's right in the middle of my darn frame. Are you kidding me? It was right in my frame. Oh, here's one in this tree. I'm trying to get this bird here, so I got to get results from my chat here, gang. Okay, there's that glass of water filling up in the background. You can hear that. That's the northern parula. Once in a while you hear that. It's like you're filling up a glass of water. And it's off over here now. But these little gnatcatchers up here. I'm trying. Oh, I see them. Let's try.
Nothing human or
pretty tough. Well, there's little gnatcatcher birds up there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to. They're hard to photograph.
No, I can't even see.
I'm also live on YouTube with some friends here.
Goodbye.
I don't mean to bother you.
No, I'm sorry.
No problem. Do whatever you like. Ooh. It's the best I can do. That's the best I can do right now. Those things are so quick, and I'm not really entirely confident in what that is right at the moment. But the thing is, if you don't really know what it is, stay with it and try to figure out what it is. It's got all the right sounds to be a gnat catcher to me, but for goodness sakes, that didn't look very blue-gray to me. That looked like it had a lot of lighter colors on it. Could just have been washed out by the little bit of sunlight coming through there. Notice how when I said I was on YouTube Live, the person, the trail walker, was like, "I'm out of here." But I wanted full disclosure. You know, I don't want anyone to feel like they're being videoed without permission or something like that. I am in a public park. I'm standing on a public walkway, but still, I don't want to put a camera in somebody's face and be like, "What's up? Why are you out here on a trail?" I mean, we're all out here doing our thing, getting our exercise. Oh, there's a bird. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh my God, stay there. Stay there, you little thing. Stay there. Stay the heck there. Of course they didn't. This is really fun, actually. I'm getting a craned neck. These have got to be gnat catchers, right? I mean, it's got to be that. Either that or we've got ourselves a nesting, some other nesting kind of warbler type bird here. But I mean, that's what it's got to be, right? I always thought they had more kind of a ticky-tacky sound. More typewriter-ish. These birds are doing a lot of wheezing. Meow, meow. You know, they're doing a lot of wheezy type sounds. Alright, how about we move on then? Unless I get a clear view in the next few seconds. I'm getting a sore neck looking up at these things. They're way up in the top. Alright, let's leave this little bank of action. It's pretty good action, but it's tough photography. Trail walking, guys, trail walking. Sean Quinn, welcome. I saw you pop in there when I was in the middle of explaining a couple things. Trying to figure out these little high-pitched birds here. Maybe I'll get a look in these sycamore or trees or whatever these are here. Whatever's calling up there is not very far away from me, but it's being elusive. Alright, what do you say we move on? Let's really It's wonderful as a bird watcher, but as a photographer, that's really frustrating.
What's up there?
Well, I'm bird watching. I'm on YouTube Live. I'm the only live streaming bird watcher in the entire world.
Oh.
I'm having a bird watch. I think these are blue-gray gnat catchers that are making this little high whizzy sound up here.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, so I'm trying to get a photo so I can figure it out.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Good day.
I could have pulled a Discovery Channel on him. You've probably seen me on the Discovery Channel. These birds are not making themselves very visible or very easy to track, so we're gonna walk the trail. Let's walk the trail. Dee 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 dee. Guys, it's good to be walking the trail. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this and go that way, but I'm gonna go this way for another few yards. Alright, I hear a cardinal and I hear some other stuff. Oh, here's another little spot to watch for birds right here. And other wildlife for sure. So you ever come across a little spot like this where there's like willows and stuff hanging out over the water? Or even just any branch really. You gotta watch those little branches because the insect eaters hang out in this spot. Guys, we're out here growing the bird nation. As you know, these people are gonna... Okay, I know I'm hearing several things right here. We got us a critter right here. I wonder what that was. Back up 20 seconds and listen for that rustling around here, right here. It was something, a critter. It went dashing through this grass here. It was probably small. Okay, I hear lots of things right now. I hear titmouse, I hear chickadee, I hear another northern parula, I hear a cardinal. You just got to follow your ears, right? Hi there.
Hi. What's your shirt say?
Paul McCartney?
Oh,
Yeah.
friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Hey, he's a friend of all of us.
There you go.
He's a friend of the earth.
All together now.
Yeah. Yeah, my Paul McCartney shirt. Bird Nation's very popular out here, guys. Paul McCartney's big bird watcher. He doesn't live stream though. He doesn't live stream his bird watches. Okay, that loud one, I'm going to go with titmouse. And that's a cardinal. Oh, a little bunny rabbit. Hang on. Got us a little bunny up here. Check him out. I better get a shot of him. Oh, there's two of them. Little bunny rabbit in the shadow there. Let's get a photo of him. Oh man, why is it zoomed in like that? Did I do that? Here you go, guys. There you go. There's one for the fans of the bunny rabbit. Got ourselves a little bunny rabbit out here. Look at that. Cute little thing. There's two of them up here. There's one on each side of the trail. So we got the one on the left side. There's one up further in the shadow. See, off in the shadow in the middle of the screen, there's another little bunny up there. Let's get him. Yeah. Why is this? It's like tries to be zoomed in. Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, I had you zoomed in. I don't want to disturb them, but I don't think they're too bothered by us. Excuse me. Just passing through. I'm just passing through. I don't mean any harm. You're not afraid of people, are you? You're not afraid of a darn thing. You're just not afraid of anything, are you? I just want to pass by. You just stay where you are. No, I'm not chasing you out. I'm not chasing you out of your situation. I'm just trying to pass. Watch this. We'll go. Oh, that's a good shot. You just don't care, do you? You don't care that old Lefty Beetle's here on the trail with you, do you? Aw, oh, he's right. Look at these little goofers. You don't have to go. No, I just want to pass. Just let me go by, and then you're good. Just hang out there for a second. Okay, go do that then. That's too much fun. There we go, guys. Nature photography with your old man here, Lefty Beetle. Fascinating little creatures. There you go. All right. What next? What can we get ourselves into next here? There's a bird up in this tree. Oh gosh. I hope. I'm even not sure where to look. I'm unsure even where to start. I had a good look at a bird there, but I couldn't figure out where it was on the camera. It's funny how the sun and the focus like grab the camera to look at something other than the bird you're trying to look at. I've always marveled at that. You try to zoom in on a bird and it's like, no, this leaf is important. That's probably operator error, to be honest. Lots of nice little hissing and tweeting and zipping around in here. Alright, let's walk our trail. There's Burb. I'm going to go with Cardinal before I even look at it. I'm going to go with Cardinal on that one. Yeah, I can hear it up there. There it goes. Flies to another spot. He's kind of out in the sun now. Let me see if I can get him. And he just left. Got to exercise patience out here, that's for sure. So just enjoy yourselves is the main part. That was a little hawk flying over. Sorry about the EBZ shot there. Just had a little hawk fly over with probably like a blue jay or something chasing it. They will chase the birds of prey. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I hear a chipping sound back off over here. It's probably Cardinal. Here's what we got to do. We got to take these little opportunities to duck off the trail for just a second and look in these little creek bed spots. Pretty much have to. I hear that same sort of going on back in here. Let's see if we can get some of that. See, there's a little worm hanging from a web right here. See that little worm? Lots of birds want to get that worm. Lots of things want to get that little worm right there. Oh baby. I think I hear a tanager. Hang on. That little sound up top. Oh, there it is. I see it. We got a tanager. Hang on. Come on, baby. Oh man, he's up in the sun. I don't know if I can get him. Hear him though. Hear him? It's that bird that's going like that. It's a male summer tanager. I saw the red. I saw him. We're going to stay with this bird for a minute. I got to get a better angle out of the sun. Holy shit. Excuse my language. We just got buzzed by a great blue heron. That like flew like almost at my head. You heard it. You heard its wings flapping. Back up 20 seconds and watch and listen to that again. You'll hear a big bird flap over top of me. And that was a great blue heron. And it was really close to me. It was probably within 20 feet of me. We're trying to track this sound of this tanager. He's up in this big sycamore. Come on, baby. We gotta find this tanager. Guys, this would be historic. see him. Oh, please stay where you are. Oh my goodness. There he is. Guys, live streaming a tanager. Live streaming a tanager right here. No one's done that in a year since the last time I did it. No one on earth has live streamed a tanager except for your old boy Lefty Beetle. We're out here delivering content to the bird nation. And that fills me with an incredible amount of emotion. I can't even tell you. And I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to say something. This has been a rough year. And I don't know if I can even process what I want to say right now. But we have some friends that are hurting really bad. And our dear friend GoPro, we dedicate this and all bird extravaganzas to GoPro Creations. Just seeing that tanager and thinking about the times that we had on stream, off stream, at the shows, outside of the shows, going to eat, hanging out in real life and online. But GoPro's a real hero, guys, and he hasn't been well. And it's heavy. I've had some losses this year too myself. 19-year-old cat Rocky, we had to put him down last week, and it was not easy. And things got pretty bad. And but we got to count our blessings too. The fact that we can be out here together walking a trail right now is still a blessing. And whether you can do this yourself or whether you just tune in and watch us do it, I don't take it for granted. I don't take nature for granted. I don't take life for granted. I mean, people can pick apart my life too and show me all of my flaws, but this is out here, and this is about as real as it will ever get for me and for anyone who knows me. We can't be on stage right now. We can't tour. We can't play. We can't even really assemble in the groups that we want to get together. We're in this, it's going to end up being a historical situation, unprecedented situation, what's happening right now in North America and around the world, especially in the US, with this virus and with the pushback against militarized police violence against citizens. These are historic times, and we want to make sure that we carry the flame deep within. We gotta go on. We gotta live. We gotta be good to each other. We gotta do what's right, not just for ourselves, but for our fellow humans as well. Thank you for listening. I think I'm starting to breathe a little easier now. I'm listening to some bird activity over here. I'm in a little creek bed, you see? This little dried up creek bed here. Stones and stuff here. I saw PB come in, Ramona. Thank you so much. So, let's birdwatch. Let's birdwatch. In fact, guys, you deserve another look. Another look at the male summer tanager. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Right now it feels amazing to have that kind of beauty in my life when I'm feeling isolated, kind of out of it. And I love whatever's making these sounds up here. It's kind of insane. I'm off the trail now. I'm down in the riverbank, or riverbed. Don't even know if I'm supposed to be down here, but I'm bird watching. Thank you, Sean. It's good to see everyone in the chat. I miss the chat. I miss doing this on a regular basis, but I had a small victory this week as well. God, there's so many little birds down in here. It's great. A small victory. I got my Streamlabs and my YouTube to sync back up and work. And I'm kind of celebrating that today. I'm kind of putting that out there, that we're back. We're streaming and dreaming. Streaming and dreaming, guys. Streaming and dreaming and thinking about our loved ones is what we're doing. Our extended family goes, it's not just family by blood, but family by choice. I like this little spot down in here. We will be back. We'll be back to this spot someday. Whenever we're needing that solace, that reflection, that getaway. There's a few places in my world where I can go to get that, and I think I'm going to call that one of them. I'm going to call that one of them. I'll have to take a little lawn chair down there on those rocks and just sit there for a couple hours. That'd be good. Nobody'd bother you either because it's off the trail. Just sit down there and whew, man, I feel feeling real heavy here. Beautiful tree there. Look at that sycamore with the creeping vines on it. That's a sweet tree. Okay, over here we're hearing a Carolina wren. And they're not too shy. I mean, I get a lot of them at home. I get them. They'll practically land on the bird feeder when I'm sitting in a lawn chair like 5 feet away from it. So I'm not going to try to track that bird. Look at that. All right, here's what you got to do. Take that all in. You guys can smell that at home, I bet. It's beautiful stuff. I don't even know what it is exactly. Oh, here's a little bee. There's a little digger bee or a sweat bee or somebody on there. Hey, buddy. You pollinating? Hey, bro, you pollinating? You don't even pollinate, bro. Do you even pollinate? Do you even pollinate? Pollination, guys. Live streaming pollination. Can't believe it. How lucky are we to breathe air and walk around when so many can't? It's incredible. Don't ever let us get lost in our own vanity and our own ways, our habits. Don't let our habits consume us. Don't let our... Always be cognizant of what somebody might be going through. You don't have to dwell on it, but just be cognizant of it. You know, when you feel like it's time to troll somebody, put somebody down, get in their face about something, just, I mean, what if they're having the worst day of their life? That's the way you got to think of it. And Young and I had a big long talk about that one time, as we were prone to do. Discuss a lot of things about life and streaming, playing music, bird watching, anything. We covered a lot of territory. But something about, a lot can be said about the way you treat your fellow person. I know there's a lot of anonymity online and a lot of keyboard heroes, and that's fine. It's necessary. Sometimes you gotta get after somebody, and I get that, and I'm in favor of getting after those who need to be gotten after. Just like those K-pop fans and K-pop bands and their fans that got after the right-wingers, man. That was the extremist groups. They got after them online, and that's a good troll to me. That's a good one, and that's doing it for the right reasons. You make a mockery of people that are so serious they can't even accept their fellow man. People are so serious they can't even take humanity's in stride. They gotta nitpick it and say that one type of person is right for this world and other types of people are not right for this world. You know, by all means, have at those people. troll them into oblivion. All right. We've done a considerable amount of rambling. Oh yeah, these are good bird trees. Lefty Beetle, why don't you just shut up and birdwatch? Shut up and birdwatch. Quit getting political, man. Leave politics up to the people with money and power. Leave it up to them. I could get cynical here. let me let me back up. Let me back up, and this is me. I'm still here. Don't let me get off the rails here, whether it's my blood sugar falling or what. I don't need to be getting too much into the weeds on some of that stuff. All right. I'm going to chew on a piece of candy here. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Oh, a piece of candy. Let's walk. Let's walk a trail. That was a nice little bird that just... All right, I hear an indigo bunting. Let's go find it. Up around this curve. It moved farther away, just as I was saying that. The call moved farther away. However, it's not bad though. Oh yeah, I saw one on this part of the trail last time I was here. Maybe it sat for me last time I was here. It didn't care that I was here. It didn't care that I had a bird camera. Smuggler, thanks for that. As always, I know my viewers and members of the Bird Nation are also struggling financially in these times. I wouldn't say I'm struggling as in what the word really struggling means. I mean, I'm moderately okay for a while. That will run out eventually, but moderately I'm okay. There's nothing extreme going on in my life. I'm not pawning my bases or anything like that, and nor will I. But it's appreciated. It's never not appreciated. But please, and I can't guarantee that I have media or anything or even alerts set up to let me know if anyone donates. I don't even know. Okay. I hear a couple things out here that I want to highlight. There's a cardinal and an indigo bunting calling at the same time. So it's hard. That's the indigo bunting. It's like... It's kind of a longer call. Everything comes in twos. Let's listen for it. Yeah, it's back a bit. It's back from where I came from a little bit. Well, let's walk on, because we're going to get a nice clearing coming up in here. I hear... I heard a chickadee, but for a minute I thought I was hearing a white-throated sparrow. But I think the chickadee is trying to get into that sound realm. Oh man, my heart's still beating from getting that tanager. Now I'll probably go home and look at that shot and it's going to have a little bit of blurriness to it, and I don't even care. It wasn't the best shot in the world, but it meant a lot to me. Burbs. I'm going to call these the burbs. We're out in the burbs. B-I-R-B-S. We're out in the burbs. You got to get out in the burbs if you want to see the burbs. Alright, I like this little, there's like a little S-curve up here where you look out into a field. Got a nice cardinal going. People, 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 people. Cardinals are people birds. They even yell people, people. Oh, where's Robert Davis? There's a blue jay. People, 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 people. I got blue jays coming to my feeding station nowadays. I put out some peanuts. Like one day later, blue jays were all over it. Had several of them. Just going to town. And they're nesting in my yard too, in one of the trees. Is it a black locust tree? Probably a locust tree right there, maybe. That's a good tree. It looks back into the sun, but that's a good bird tree right there. Got us a cardinal right there. Beautiful bird. There he is. I'm looking back into the sun though. Oh, the blue jay's up there too. Try to get, and a big dragonfly. Where's that blue jay? He's close. Where are you, blue jay? Blue jays versus cardinals right here, guys. Interleague, little interleague play. Oh, I saw where it went. Being elusive. He's loud but elusive. You gonna sit still for a minute? Of course he's positioned where I'm looking back into the sun. That's the cardinal. Oh, the blue jay's out further on the branch here. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. You got a bat, you got a hat, you got a... Wow, she's got every kind of hummingbird. 150 different hummingbirds, that's insanity. I've only ever photographed 2 different kinds, and one of them was blurry. But that's a future goal. That's a... Alright, we're gonna get this. Hey, that's tough. That blue jay's still up there. I haven't even seen him yet. Where is he? Blue jay! Canadians might remember that OK Blue Jays Play Ball song from the 80s. If you look up at some point, open another window and look up Blue Jays song from the 80s. It might even be early 80s. It was like VHS was just starting to become a thing. But anyway, there's a song about the Blue Jays. And I laugh at it still to this day. Laughed at it as a kid, laugh at it now. But they rhyme bat and hat, which, you know, that's pretty good baseball lyrics right there. If you're gonna rhyme. I like this little clearing here. Last time I was out here, there was a field sparrow singing out here, and I never saw it or got a picture of it, and it kind of made me. But as you can see, don't get off the trail right here. There's ankle and knee deep poison ivy like all through here. There's no way I'm gonna wander out there. Plus ticks, all that stuff. Here's some nice little berry clusters. Is that honeysuckle? Might be honeysuckle. That might be something else. That might be something cool. Ruby-throated hummingbird, and then there was something. The ruby-throated hummingbird is all over the place. It's here in Missouri. They go up north into Canada and everything in central and eastern Canada. I don't think I've ever seen a rufous hummingbird, but there was a bird in where was that? Young and I were on a cruise ship gig, and we were, what island was it? St. Thomas, I think. There was a little green hummingbird that may have had red on its head. I'm not sure. Like I say, I got a blurry photo of it. I never even got a good photo of it to identify. But it had lots of green on it. I haven't got that far to identify it. I'm still trying to identify birds I photographed a year ago. I still have banks and banks and banks of photos. But yeah, no, it'll be good. Hummingbirds are good little birds. Well, that's nice and close. Cardinals are quite plentiful. Gosh, have we been on an hour and a half already? Doesn't seem like it. Let's see what's out here in this clearing. We got to get, you know, the rabbit. The rabbit was a pretty good find today. I already explained early in the broadcast that, you know, once you hit about June the 1st, the only birds you're going to find, like, the migration's over, so everybody is where they're going to be for the summer. And so there's a lot of nests being built, lots of eggs being laid, hatched, young birds flying around. There's a lot of that happening. Robins and house finches are already probably in their second nest cycle already. Cardinals perhaps too. So some birds are still in their first nest cycle, and some are already in their second. So to see like exotic looking anything that's not like what I would call a usual suspect, which is your robin, cardinal, Carolina wren, blue jay, crow, chickadee, it goes on. It's a long list. I call them usual suspects. Hey, squirrel. Hey, you're not even the cutest rodent we've seen today. Sorry. 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 Sorry, pal. I just insulted a squirrel. to its face. What was I talking about trying to be nicer? That doesn't help. Trolling a squirrel in the middle of the forest. That doesn't help things. Alright, see, we're back where the bunnies were. So remember I said I was going to go that way at some point. Well, I just did that loop. So I guess we'll head back. There are other woods and other trails I could go to. You guys let me know if you want me to just stay on and drive there, or if you want me to hop off and hop back on later, if you just want me to shut up and go home. I'm good with either, really. I had a moment today, and that is about as good as... Oh, there's Bunny. Hey, buddy. That looks like one of the parental units. Goes a pair of cardinals. Right past the end of my selfie stick. What do you want? Let's play ball. Okay, Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Okay, Blue Jays. Let's play ball. It's pretty awful, but it's catchy as heck. And this is the part of the trail where we were chasing those doggy. Where we were chasing those little gnat catchers right up in some of these trees here. I still hear those same sounds up there. So hi. There's not much around.
No, too hot.
Yeah, I got a summer tanager up the trail a little ways.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Alrighty. Guys, it's been a morning. Humidity's starting to get up too. Oh, he moved. I got a bird over here, gang. He's moving. Might be a little woodpecker. Yep, a little downy woodpecker. Let's try to get him. Did he just move? I think he might have just moved. It's amazing he didn't call when he was flying there. They usually give a little whinny when they switch trees or something. Let's see if we can get him. Be up there. I think he's gone. Oh well. We saw a downy woodpecker, but we couldn't photograph it. Yeah, and those are on my feeders every single day. We watched, I think I've had my camera on even, and we watched some downies. One day, I tried to just have a stationary camera on my bird feeders. It didn't work too well. There was a cat sleeping right under the bird feeders, and the birds didn't come that day. It's too early in the year. They're coming now, so I can have the cat, our remaining cat, I can have her out on the deck, and the birds will come to the feeder, and they don't care that the cat's out there. Food's more important than the cat to them. But early in the season, they were timid to come to the feeders when the cat was there. So all right, that's an interesting call. Let's follow that. I'll tell you. Hi, Kathy Hundley. How are you? Okay, this little, it starts with three blurts and then a series of notes. Let's see if it'll do it. Let's follow that sound. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's potentially a Tennessee warbler. And I think those must... Yeah, okay, so he's up in this tree here with the vines on it. And the Tennessee warbler, I believe, nests in Missouri. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on this. But that sounds like what it is. So that 1, 2, 3, and then sizzle sound. And then it trails off. So that's what I'm listening for. I had a lot of Tennessee warblers. I photographed quite a few of them this year. That seems to me like they were the ones making that sound. They're fairly nondescript birds as far as warblers go. They're sort of grayish. You might get a hint of yellow. And they have a little line through their eye line. But otherwise they're fairly like you wouldn't see one land and think, oh my God, that's an exotic bird or anything like that. They're just kind of grayish. But they're still a member of the warbler family, and the warblers might have been my challenge for the last few months. Trying to snag a warbler. I don't know if we're going to be able, he's way up high in this walnut tree in the middle here. Way up high. That tree's 50 feet tall easily, maybe taller. Yeah, it's just good to listen to it. I don't think I'll be able to photograph that bird. Unless it makes itself visible to me, but it's up there in the canopy, which is another habit of the Tennessee. I think they stay up pretty high. Here we go. Here's a whole flock of grackles over here. Let's try to get one good shot of a grackle. Maybe the Tennessee's back over in here. I don't know if you guys have seen those birds moving. Now the Tennessee warbler is behind me. Alright, we just had about 6 grackles move through this low this low viney undergrowth here. They were fairly quiet. And there's one straggler. Of course, camera doesn't focus for 15 times I push the button, and then the time it actually takes, the bird is like in flight, it's already gone. That's a tiny, oh, I see a blue jay. I see a blue jay. I'm gonna make a beeline for the blue jay. I want a picture of a blue jay. Darn it. Some birds I dedicate to certain people. He just left where he was sitting. And he's back in there. But anyway, Robert Davis is always telling me, get a blue jay. Post more pictures of blue jays, and I'm like, okay. Oh, darn it. He was right there. He was right there. He moved into the deeper stuff. But even after I said he was gone, he was still there. Darn it. Unless it was two. There could have been two. Well, I feel like I dropped the ball. Ha ha ha. Blue jay joke. I dropped the ball trying to get that. But that's okay. I hear another possible Tennessee warbler up ahead of me. I think there's got to be some nesting in Missouri, right? I mean, you guys know as well as I do by now. I think that's where that's where we first went when we arrived on the scene. We're getting back near the trailhead here, so I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Want to stay on? Want to hop off? Why don't I go home and clean up a little bit, and maybe I'll hop back on and play a little music or something. Maybe see how that goes. I feel like spending the day with you, if you guys are alright with some of that. And if not, no bigs. I want the squiggly bird. I want the bird that's making a squiggle up here. Oh, chickadee. It's a chickadee squiggling up there. I knew it. They had our attention really early in the bird watch. Well, here we are back at the trailhead, and I feel like I should probably go home and clean up a little bit. Maybe I'll hop back on later and do some more streaming now that I got my Streamlabs figured out. But it's been fun, just hanging out. It's good to chat with everybody again. It's been too long. I go too long in between streams. I know it. Don't beat me up too bad about it, but just let it be what it's going to be. So, guys, without further ado, I'll go ahead and sign off, and we'll catch you again on a future stream. But I want to thank the Bird Nation I want to thank Kathy and Smuggler and Ramona and Sean, PB, Cookie Crumbs, Vicky, and Stacy, and Baltimore Brian. Josh 8K came on early and said hello. I really appreciate all of you, and some more that even if you didn't say hello, if you're just out there hanging out, it's all right. So we'll catch you soon. Summer bird watching, that's about what you're going to get, but we'll try to do some more. Maybe we'll do some wetlands. There's still some wetland birding that we can do that's maybe not as tough, because it'd just be a bunch of birds on a pond. That might be easier. But anyway, you guys take care. Might hop on a little later. We'll see how it goes, and maybe give you guys some music or something. So caw-caw, Birdman watching the birds.